These eggs contain hope for Brazil. They are incubating a homegrown COVID-19 vaccine, ButanVac. It's being developed in Sao Paulo. Human trials haven't started yet, but results so far are promising.
It worked very well in animals. It passed with success in the preclinical trials, so we are very confident that it's going to be a good vaccine.
Iris and his colleagues at the Butantan Institute in Sao Paulo are working with a method similar to the one for making flu vaccines. They use chicken eggs to incubate a modified virus, which should teach human immune systems to fight the COVID-19 virus.
This is a really important thing for Brazil and for Butantan, and it's our opportunity to have a solution, a Brazilian solution to this pandemic. We have here all the raw materials that we need to make the vaccine, so we can be independent on doing our vaccines.
The institute had been producing a Chinese vaccine, CoronaVac, but that has stopped due to supply problems, and some regions have no vaccines left.
Brazil has the second highest COVID-19 death toll in the world, after the United States. Vaccines here are in short supply, and less than 10% of the population have been fully inoculated. The new homegrown vaccine is a great hope for the country. It also reflects well on São Paulo Governor João Doria, who supported efforts to develop it. Next year, he's expected to run to lead the country, challenging Jair Bolsonaro, who's been criticized for not taking the pandemic seriously enough.
Doria has been trying to buy foreign COVID-19 vaccines since the pandemic began, and says Bolsonaro has hindered his efforts.
We are fighting against two viruses in Brazil, the coronavirus and the Bolsonaro virus. It's so difficult when you have no leader. President Bolsonaro doesn't use masks. He's still saying that it's just a cold and not a pandemic, and it becomes more difficult to us to fight against the COVID-19 with a president as Bolsonaro is.
They used to be friends, Doria and Bolsonaro, both right-wingers with a taste for public tests of strength. The argument over vaccines is woven into the fight between these two men.
I believe it, as millions of Brazilians, that could be a good government at that moment during the elections, but I made a very sad mistake. Today, never more. We need another kind of government in Brazil.
The pandemic feeds directly into how people see the politicians who will be running for president next year.
A maneira que os políticos estão se posicionando, né, nesse momento tão difícil para a gente, vai posicionar sim, vai mudar o meu voto daqui no próximo, né, eleição. Eu não vou votar no presidente atual.
Bolsonaro, ele já deixou muito claro que ele é incompetente para estar no cargo que está.
A parte do Doria, o que ele fez primeiro foi errado, né? Sei que a população brasileira é um povo que gosta de estar na rua, bebendo, exemplo, curtindo, saindo. Por trás da vacina é só dinheiro, né? Então eu creio que a população tem que começar a abrir o olho e correr com certo. E com certo é com o Bolsonaro.
Primeiro que o Bolsonaro já não tem feito um bom mandato desde o início, né? E tudo agravou com a questão da pandemia. O Doria, eu acredito que dentre muitos tem tomado ainda medidas que seguraram, né, essa disseminação do vírus.
Doria, eu acho que é muito teatral também. Ele está fazendo alguma coisa, tal, mas no fundo, é em prol dele tentar politicamente se eleger.
Voters will decide what government they want next year, when Doria is expected to challenge Bolsonaro for the presidency. The vaccine in these eggs will probably be approved by then. It could change everything.